Dropping those messages of love, and the soul man with your heart in the palm of his hand, telling his stories of love and pain. I do not agree. Oh, I do not agree. No, the music. I do not agree, no. Can I get you to sing that? I do not agree, no. The music. I do not agree, no. Stay right there. I do not agree, no. I need the music just like water. It soothes my very soul. Oh, the music, I need the music. Oh, won't somebody sing me a song like the one my mama used to sing to me? 3 o'clock in the morning, sitting on the edge of the bed, my body full of fever. She would just sing that one note, that good note that every mother knows. It would heal my body, and it would ease my troubled mind. Won't somebody sing me a song to inspire the next generation, and always let them know that they should always be free? Won't somebody sing me a song that tells a story of you and you and you and you? 'Cause guess what? Your story is also the story of me. Read it together. I do not agree, no. Where my background singers at? Hey, I do not agree. I need the music just like water.
Oh, we back, you guys. We back. Just want to give you a little music, let you listen to a little something from Little Greg Reporter. Of course, you know, the internet, we've been having a little sticking and freezing in case you guys, was missing some of the video, but music kept going. So we're going to have those station identification problems when it's live, because this is live. Matter of fact, you can also, if we have any more problems, you guys can go and check us out on YouTube. We're on Africa TV, which is in Japan. Matter of fact, konnichiwa to my Japanese family. We're on Periscope, Twitter, Daily Motion as well. So these different platforms, just in case one go down, we're going to move on to the other one, but we're going to keep it going. We're going to get back right here and keep talking to Mr. Terry T. I want to know, what do you feel about these young artists nowadays, T?
Well, you really got some good young artists.
I agree.
Very talented vocally, but they're lacking in writing. There's not a lot of feeling in the songs that the writers write. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them write for themselves. So I can understand that.
Now I do, Mr. Bruno Mars.
Yo, they fantastic.
Oh, came out with him and Anderson.
Yeah, that group, that Anderson fella. Now they can do it.
Yes.
They kicking.
Yes.
They really are. In fact, I was listening to them earlier today. Mm-hmm. And that one song that they got.
Leave the Door Open.
Yeah, that's a beautiful song.
We probably need to play that later on. Check that out and I know we don't have it lined up. I'm looking over at my engineer, but just in case later on we can squeeze it in, maybe we could try to work it out. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and keep going. How about with today's technology? What do you feel about the music? You know, back when we were, recording, you can go and everything was on actually a cassette tape, 8-track.
Right.
Matter of fact, we take our, you take your tape recorder, your cassette tapes around, and I used to, I will never forget, I had to stick a pencil in because Rosetta Hines had sent me to go and open up for Miss Marlena Shaw, and I had my music on a cassette tape, so I had to go and turn it to get it set.
Set it, cue it up.
Yes. So technology today, true enough, I think is not conducive for us as, to get our music out as quick.
Exactly.
Because it's a lot you got to get into. But what do you think about now? Is there any music that you're working on or have worked on? And if so, how are you going to plan to get your music out?
Well, now I think you got to use outlets. I think the basic thing you have to do is copyright your music, copyright your song.
That's right. Yeah, education.
And, if you got the money, you can spend the money and have it recorded, duplicated, and you can sell it yourself. Because there's no better salesman than yourself.
Prince proved that one.
Exactly.
So is there any original music that you're working on? Are you a writer?
Yeah, I do write. I got one song, I think it's on like number1music.com.
Oh, wow.
It's called Be True to Yourself.
Well, make sure tell them, look and tell them where they can listen to it at.
Well, you can't really buy it, I got it on my CD.
Oh, but can they go and listen to it at the place you just said?
Yeah, well, I don't have it out like that yet.
Okay, got you.
I've played it on, like I said, number1music.com. They play it.
Okay.
Because they got a lot of followers.
Oh, number1music.com. Okay.
Yeah, and I got about maybe last I checked about 5,000-6,000 followers all over the world.
Giving you a shout out, number1music.com. Giving you a shout out.
Yeah, there you go. Ching ching.
Now, in between what you're saying, so really you're also giving some advice. Can you furthermore give advice for a lot of young artists that's trying to up and coming and what they need to do? You say copyright their music.
Right.
And then what about some kind of, their incentive, to keep going, because with the way times are now, yes. I know it got to be a lot of them out there to feel that nothing won't happen.
Yeah, but you got to let those type of feelings go.
Yes.
And keep your eye on the prize.
That's right.
Because it's out there for you. You just got to go get it.
There you go.
If you do that and you clean, you probably make it. If you got the talent, you got to have the talent to you. So you got to hone your talents, your skill. You have to rehearse by yourself.
And you got to be innovative. You got to take the negative and turn it into a positive.
That's right.
So you might feel that you're not singing or you can't sing right now, but pick up an instrument and learn to play an instrument, or but use this time. And for you writers, this is a perfect time to write.
It is,
because all of this that we're going through sorrow, we're going through emotion, we're going through love. Families have came back together again. So we're really stronger if we really look at it, instead of the glass being half empty, it's half full.
Exactly.
So I see that's about it. So with technology, you're working on some music. Is there any people or anybody that you want to work with? That's live. But do you see yourself being with a group, or still being just a balladeer, or?
Well, I both. I'll do both.
Okay, there you go.
I really would do both, because I see a lot of groups out there that really need singers and some need help. Mm-hmm. But then there's some that need help, but they, I guess, don't want it. It's singing with a group is really something. You know, it can be trying at times.
Yes.
You know, 'cause you're dealing with
Personalities.
your personalities.
Yes.
Yeah. But you know, I've always growing up. You know, my mother was religious, and she always taught me to care and love everybody.
And I think that's another thing that's missing nowadays is that so many people have lost faith.
Yeah, you gotta have faith.
Yes.
You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. If
And
you
the
don't
love.
have faith in God,
That's right.
you won't have any faith in yourself
Correct.
because you have already failed.
That's right.
So that would be my advice to a lot of young people. You know, maybe you ought to read your Bible from time to time.
No, wait, no, maybe. They definitely,
You
that's
don't, you don't have to tell nobody you reading it because that's a personal thing anyway.
correct.
So just do, you know, if you do that though, you know your blessings will come.
That's right.
You can't get any blessings without Him up above.
That's right. Real quick shout out to Mr. Ivy Hunter. Thank you for tuning in.
And
And Miss Denise Dotson, Diva D. And Gerard Williams, another vocalist, strong,
Oh, man.
excellent vocalist.
Gerard.
You know, for coming in, and I keep saying, Gerard, I'm gonna get you down here too. So we're gonna go back to another tune, and we're gonna how about let's listen to some, you know, what you know about some John Lucien?
oh yeah.
Now, when you sing, sometimes because your voice will get that, you know, that drop, that bass when you sing.
Yeah, I'm a
And-
baritone.
see, yeah. So we're gonna listen to a little Jean Lucien, and we'll be right back with some more questions for Mr. Terry T, our last deer right here. We'll be right back.
Before I'd never come here if I'd known that you were here. I must admit though that it's nice to see you, dear. You look like you've been doing well. Hello like before. We must have grown 'cause we were only children then. For laughs, I guess we both can say I knew you when. But then again, that's kiss and tell. Hello like before. I guess it's different 'cause we know each other now. I guess I've always known we'd meet again somehow. So then it might as well be now. Hello like before. I'd never come here if I'd known that you were here. I must admit though that it's nice to see you, dear. You look like you've been doing well. must have grown, 'cause we were only children then. For laughs, I guess we both can say I knew you when. But then again, that's kiss and tell. Oh, like before, I guess it's different 'cause we know each other now. I guess I've always known we'd meet again somehow. So then it might as well be now. Billing, billing, billing.
Real quick shout out to my cousin Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell is in the house. Fine Morgan. You guys hang around because we're going to be right back. We're just going to listen to a little Lazy Nina, Greg Filligans right quick. And we just heard some Jean Lucien. So stick around and go nowhere. We're going to be right back. Enjoy.
In my life, I have been all kinds of places. I have lived for the action and the thrill. Yes, I've seen 1,000 children sing a sunset in Japan. When I close my eyes, I see them still. But the road seems to lose its fascination. And I find there's a picture in my mind of a room with windows on the sea. And she's waiting there for me. I drop out of space and time, back in the maze with Lazy Nina, walking the dog and watching Soul Train, reading the paper, going to movies, and at night we sing da 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 da, oh yeah yeah. There are days when I wake up with a feeling that the world is a strange and sunless place. It's a world where words have lost their sense, where nothing seems to fit. And then suddenly I see her face. In a dream I will drive along the ocean at the end of a dark familiar ride. And I know the house I'm searching for, yeah, she's standing at the door, and I'm right there by her side. Back in the maze with Lazy Nina, walking the dog and watching Soul Train, reading the paper, going to movies, and at night we sing da 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 da, oh yeah yeah. watching Soul Train, reading the paper, going to movies, and at night we sing da-da-da-da-da. Back in the maze with lazy Nina, walking the dog and watching Soul Train, reading the paper, going to movies, and at night we sing da-da-da-da-da. Oh yeah, yeah.
You're listening to Jazz Keepers. This is a special edition of Jazz Keepers, you guys. Because on Fridays we try to use this to be a night that we can meet and greet the excellence that we have in talent and musicians and vocalists. And tonight we have Mr. Terry Thompson, aka Terry T, one of the last balladeers that we have. But before we do, we want to give a real quick shout out to Motor City Popcorn. Motor City Popcorn, located at 710 West 7 Mile Road. It's actually a black-owned business, and they have gourmet popcorn. They have popcorn, the City Mix, the Belle Isle Blend, the 8 Mile Mix. They also have other things, like ice cream, nachos, candy, other things. So go and support, the Motor City Popcorn. If you want to find out some of their flavors, you can even go on motorcitypopcorn.com and you can find out a lot of their gourmet flavors that they have. I want to also give a shout out to Ashtone Records, Mr. Mike Kilgore, because he provide a lot of the music for some of his artists, Mr. Robert McCarthy, Robert Jones, Mr. Roger Tucker, many more. So a mad shout out to Ashtone Records. Now we matter of fact, Wednesdays, I got to let you know about TCBC Hall, located at 8031 Tireman on Wednesdays. There, if you guys, I know some of y'all out there, jam sessions, you want to go, that's there, Mr. Chucksy Styles. And they have a live jam session, TCBC Hall, 8031 Tireman, every Wednesday from 6 to 10 o'clock. It's a BYOB. And they at least have asked for a $5 donation. Of course, you got to wear your mask. Come on, you don't think you got to wear your mask. But I mean, it's a jam and a half. Wonderful musicians and vocalists is down there every Wednesday. And then you can catch us, Jazz Keepers, every Sunday on EAMT Radio, which is owned by Mr. Detroit's own Dwayne Parham. And you can catch us 7 to 9 every Sunday, and then every Tuesday you can catch us on WRJR Radio, owned by Mr. Ron Hamilton. And that's Jazz Keepers every Sunday and Tuesday. But we're going to get back around for this special edition right now. And we're going to get back to talking to Mr. Terry T right here. And now this is what I would like to know. Have you went through some hardships, dealing with this industry or dealing with things, what have there been blockers, what things, tell us what things you've been through, hurdles that you overcame, maybe hurdles that you're still having to deal with.
Well, yeah, a few. Life isn't really, really kind.
Right.
It's about as kind as you make it.
I like that.
So I try to stay focused that way. You know, because I've been through quite a bit, maybe in my lifetime. You know, but the older you get, I know that your way of thinking changes, and it should change for the better. And that's what I've been through. Basically, I had to change, you know, for the better. You know, I'm not saying that I was a bad guy. I've never really been a bad guy, but you know, there's been times when I had, you know, individuals push me around and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know, I had to learn how to deal with them with tact.
Right.
You know, not so much as anger, you know, or retaliation, but with simple tact. You know, and it's worked out. So I feel good about myself now.
So where do you see yourself recording? Do you see yourself gigging? Are you still, you know, because I know you were doing hair. I mean, like, where do you see yourself? Where do you place yourself at
Yeah,
now?
I still want to perform and sing. And tour, travel, you know. I want to make some of that money. So then I can really
It's out there to be made, without a doubt.
And I'm really pointed toward my career as far as a barber. I've owned several barbershops, and I want to, you know, own another one, but I want to own one that outdoes all the rest that I've
I
had.
like that.
You know, so that's my dream.
So you're open? Are you available? Like, if anyone listening now, are you available?
Yeah, you can call, give me a call. I mean, you know, I'm available.
If you want to reach him, you guys, you can let us know. We can get you in touch with him, and you know, in that way, because he can ship your head or ship shape.
Oh yeah,
ship shape
yeah,
it.
I'll get it like you want it. I always ask people, you know, what do you want, you know, and they describe a little bit to me, and when I'm done, they walk away smiling, happy, ready to go party, whatever they do.
There you go. That's right. Do you have a group? Do you have a band?
Yeah, I do have a band. I usually use Randy Poindexter, Ernie Johnson, and Brian Holland.
So you're available. If anybody out there listening, you're available.
Oh yeah, and most of the cats, I think, if some of those cats are busy, I know most of the cats will be elated to play for me, because I, you know, do the right thing by them.
There you go.
I mean? You got to treat your musician brothers, you know, with a lot of respect.
That's right.
You know, they deserve it. Because I've been on, I know Randy. I can tell you a story about Randy once. Oh my goodness. No, but I'm saying saying that to say he's a trooper. He's a real trooper. You know, I'd recommend him to play with anybody. Wow. We were at Burt's on a Monday night, and I got there late, and when I got there, I didn't see him, and usually he there, ready to go, and everybody said, "Well, he's at the hospital." See, at the hospital, what's wrong with him? You know, and he had been walking across the stage at Burt's, and he fell off the stage and bust his head wide open. I said, "Oh man!" So now I'm worried about him. You know, I really was worried about him and everything. You know, and I said, "Well, you know, we'll just hold off for a minute, see what happened." You know, we didn't have a keyboard player, and it was just Ernie, I think, and Brian. I said, "Well, just hold on a minute, just hold on and see what happened." You know, and he still hadn't came. So I think I was going to get on stage and call it for the night or whatever, you know. And while I was on stage, he came busting through the door. He came through the door. He climbed up and he got up on stage and sat down at the keyboards. Said, "Let's do it." And we really did. We did it. We did it that night. And that's why I say he's a trooper, because there's not very many people who have done that.
That's right. They would have went home and just
went home.
licked their wounds.
Exactly. But he didn't do that.
Wow. Randy. All right. Wow.
Yeah, and I appreciate him for that. And if you're watching, Randy, I appreciate you for that.
Speaking of that, are there any other people that you might, since you have everyone watching that have encouraged you through the years?
Oh, yeah.
I know we talked about Hubie, but have encouraged you, had your back.
Yes.
Maybe if you did a gig and they at the last minute they was there for you.
That's
so
right.
maybe you want to give some shout outs to some.
Oh man, so many. Mike Katie.
Mike, yes.
Mike Katie. Let me see who else. Phil.
Yep, Philip Hale. Yep.
Milton Hale.
Yes, got to.
Greg Cook.
There you go, coming down the list.
Let me see who else. Just so many people. Most of the people that know me,
the Copacabana with
right.
Misty Love.
Misty Love. I can't forget Misty Love.
Definitely.
She'd kill me. Don't kill me, Miss. I didn't mean to not, But there's a lot of fellas that I can't say their name because I may not, remember them all right now.
Right.
But Scott Covington, she another.
Yes.
I remember Brenda. Remember Brenda?
Oh yes.
Brenda. Her. Let me see who.
And then
else.
we got to also give a shout out to we missed Mr. Kenny Bynum.
Yeah, Kenny Bynum.
Yes.
Kenny Bynum.
Yes.
You know what? I think about him all the time.
All the time.
All the time. All the time.
Mm-hmm.
Consummate entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
Very professional.
We've lost Mickey Atkins, Cash McCall. We've lost
Cash.
him.
Oh,
yes,
man. He another
him.
one. Look, Cash McCall said, "Why ain't you singing the blues?" I said, "Man, come on, man, you got that one." But Cash McCall. Cash McCall's another one. And who else is that sings the blues? So many. I used to hang out at Bomax with a lot of those guys.
Oh, wow, yes.
Yeah, Ivy Joe Hunter. Ivy Hunter?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, matter of fact, yep, we saw Ivy.
Yeah. Okay, him. The other Joe Hunter that played the keyboards that passed away. Mm-hmm. He was another one. That, these people,
So did you ever perform with Rudy Robinson?
Yeah, one time. One time. That man was keyboard player extraordinaire. Mm-hmm. His son.
That's
young
awesome.
Rudy,
That's
bass.
right.
Then David Brandon, he's another
drummer.
Mm-hmm. He's a wonderful, a heck of a drummer.
And we can go on and on. So don't, if you
I
guys, somebody feel like that they're being left out.
I haven't even talked about Christmas. What's his name?
You said Christmas.
No, I grew up with him. He plays for the Spinners, the guitar. I seen him online the other day. Gotcha.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he plays for the Spinners. David plays the drums and he plays the guitar.
Okay.
If he's watching, he know what I'm talking about. And I just can't.
Matter of fact, Mr. Jesse Pack. Shout out to you.
Yeah, Jesse Pack.
All of the Spinners, of course. I've just got to shout out who I know, directly. Yeah.
I wanted to sing with them at one time.
Ah, see, that's inspiration coming out. Yes.
Yeah, I did. I thought they was a wonderful group. I knew the bass singer with them that passed away.
Percy?
Yeah, I think that's his name. His daughter used to come in Burt's and sing.
Stephanie.
Right.
Yes, Steph. Yes.
Yeah. And she had talent. Mm-hmm. But after she stopped coming down to Burt's, I never seen her again.
Well, I think once we all get past and we move on and we be able to start being comfortable around each other again.
Right.
A lot of us to come out of the woodworks happy to see each other.
Right.
In order, that we survived. And that's why we're gonna keep going and keep moving. Matter of fact, we're gonna hear another song and we're gonna start getting ready, you guys, because you get a special treat. He's gonna actually perform for us live.
Wow.
So we're gonna listen to another tune. Matter of fact, let's listen to what we got. Matter of fact, I want to give a shout out to my engineer, engineer slash son slash producer, Mr. Justin. That's his information that's going across the bottom. So if you want to give a love donation to him. And who we got? We got some Michael Franks? Yeah, let's do some Michael Franks. And this tune is called Living on the Inside. Enjoy.
Cloudy days, we stay inside together. The weather's wet, the team is from Tibet. I play the scales, and you protect the whales. Make love to me, listen to Sati, living on the inside, living on the inside, living on the inside of our happiness. We're living on the inside, living on the inside, living on the inside of our happiness. We're so francais with lime and Perrier. We used to fear the past which led us here, but now it seems like some forgotten dream. We're living on the inside, living on the inside, living on the inside of our happiness. Living on the inside, living on the inside, living on the inside of our happiness.
All right, you guys, I told you I had a special treat for you on a special edition of Jazz Keepers. And we're going to now open up and let Mr. Terry T actually perform for you. And he'll be our second, because our first time we had performers, we had the Platters. But he's our first single performer of opening up and starting a whole new page for us here at Jazz Keepers. So we're going to get ready to turn this over, and I want you guys to do Konnichiwa to my Japanese family. Turn it over to Mr. Terry T. Enjoy.
Thank you. Round like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning, on an ever spinning wheel, like a snowball down a mountain or a carnival balloon, like a carousel that's turning, running rings around the moon, like a clock whose hands are sweeping past the minutes of its face, and the world is like an apple whirling silently in space, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind. The tunnel that you follow to a tunnel of its own, down a hollow to a cavern where the sun has never shone, like a door that keeps revolving in a half-forgotten dream, or the ripples from a pebble someone tosses in a stream, like a clock whose hands are sweeping past the minutes of its face, and the world is like an apple whirling silently in space, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind. Windmills of your mind. And lovers walk along the shore and leave their footprints in the sand. It's the sounds of a distant rumbling, just the fingers on your hand. Pictures hanging in a hallway, and a fragment of this song half remember names and faces, but to whom do they belong? When you knew that it was over, you were suddenly aware that the autumn leaves were turning to the color of her hair, like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning, on an ever-spinning wheel, as the images unwind, like the circles that you find in the windmills of your mind. Your mind, windmills of your mind.
Didn't I say it's a special night? Mr. Terry T. Balladeer, last of the balladeers, you guys. Mr. Terry T. doing a Michelle Legrand tune, Windmills of Your Mind. We ain't finished. We got another one for you. We want you to now turn around, and we're going to also flip it back over to him, and he's going to do another tune for you. And this tune is called A Sack Full of Dreams. Enjoy.
I've got a dream for the world. Peace in the rivers and everywhere. Bridges of steel and love. And cities that smile. Gray, empty faces walk by. Their hands try to hide all their loneliness, lighting a cigarette to blow time away. Lost in the noise, lonely as wind. People on sidewalks with no place to go. Can they learn to understand the world of love that I'm dreaming? I've got a dream for the world. Kites flying hope through a summer sky. Corners where children play and run in the rain. Said I've got a sack full of dreams. Streets filled with laughter and toy balloons. People with hearts that care, who listen for love, wanting to sing, wanting to care, wanting to share my dreams with the world. Can they learn to understand the world of love that I'm dreaming? Said, ooh. I've got a dream for the world. Kites flying hope through a summer sky. Corners where children play run in the rain. Said I've got a sack full of dreams, streets filled with laughter and toy balloons, people with hearts that care, who listen for love, wanting to see, wanting to care, wanting to share my dreams for the world. Can they learn to understand the world of love that I'm dreaming? Said ooh, oh, I've got a dream for the world, for every man and woman, boy and girl. I'm dreaming about you, and I'm dreaming about me. I'm dreaming about all of us together, living free. My dream for the world. Oh, I've got a dream for the world, for the world.
Mr. Terry T. Well, y'all let y'all home, put y'all hands together. Put your hands together. I told you we had this is a special night. Yes. Mr. Terry T. Last of the Balladeers. And that was a sack full of dreams. Now we're gonna switch over and just ask, those seem to be your two most inspirational tunes. Because when I ask, it's like that right off the rip. And I feel so much power and soul from you when you sing it.
Yes, they are inspirational to me.
Oh wow! Mm-hmm. So, do you find you want to record? You want to is this along the kind of songs that you want to do, or do you do up tempo stuff or?
Yeah, well, I'm open. I'm really open.
Yeah, I hear that he's open. See, and he's a writer too. So
we're gonna make something happen.
Well, we're going to let him take a break, and we're going to listen to another tune right quick. This is another Detroit artist, you guys. We had him, matter of fact, from Ashtone Records, when Mr. Mike Kilgore brought him along. And his name is Robert McCarthy. And we're going to listen into a tune of his. And this tune, I love this song, because you got to listen to it. We were talking about substance, right? And tunes. This tune is called The Land of Oobla Dee. Listen and enjoy. Tanishi.
Check this out. Let me tell you about a place called Oobla Dee. One of the most exotic places and unforgettable faces. A land of castles, kings, and queens, and the finest little princess I've ever seen. Man, this girl was so fine, I could still smell her fragrance and see her in my mind. It was worth all the things that I went through. In fact, let me take a minute and share it with you. I met a beautiful princess from the land of Oobla Dee. She said, oop-a-ba-doodly-ah, baby, you appeal to me. And I said, oop-a-doodly-ah, I would cry. Oop-a-dilly-ah-lay, ooh, let's take a ride to the land of Oobla Dee. She drove me straight to her castle in the land of Oobla Dee. And there I met her two sisters, Doobie Blah and Doobie Blee. Now Doobie Blah without a doubt was twice my size. Doobie Blee, the other sister, had 3 eyes, and they both had eyes for me. love my beautiful princess from the land of Bubladi. I said, ooh, papa, doo-dee-ah, baby, will you marry me? And she said, ooh, papa, doo-dee-ah, ee-ah, ee-ooh, there is nothing in this world I'd rather do in the land of Bubladi. They took me straight to the altar in the land of Bubladi. And there I had a strange feeling. Things did not seem right to me. So before I said I do, I looked aside. They had pulled a switcheroo, they switched the bride. Well, they can't do that to me, Bubladi. Westbound freighter from the land of Bubladi. And there I saw my beautiful princess. She was waiting there for me. Now we say oop-bop doodly-ah-ee-ah-ee-ooh, meaning I will always be in love with you in the land of Bubladi. In the land of Bubladi.
Tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. My favorite things. Oh.
Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudel, doorbells and sleigh bells, schnitzel with news, white geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. They are.
Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes,
Snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelid lashes,
silver white winters that melt into spring. Oh, these are a few of my favorite things.
when the dog bites, when the bee stings,
When I'm feeling sad,
I simply remember
my favorite things,
and then I don't feel so bad, so bad. lace and roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen knitted mittens, brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things.
Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winter that melt into spring. Oh, these are a few of my favorite things.
When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. I don't feel so bad. Don't feel so bad. Don't feel so bad. Raindrops on roses.
Raindrops on roses.
Favorite things.
My favorite things.
Whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles, warm woolen favorite things.
My favorite things.
Right.
My favorite things.
These are my favorite things. These are my favorite things.
These are my favorite things. These are my favorite things. Favorite things.
Favorite things.
Favorite things.
My favorite things.
All right, you guys, we're in the wind down now. And before we do, I want to make sure we're going to turn the mic back over to Mr. Terry T and ask you, the songs, that you did. And I know one of the tunes, The Sack Full of Dreams, that
Yes.
playing sounded familiar.
Yes. I love that song. Donny Hathaway, he did it, and another fella did it, and Phil did it.
Philip Hale?
Yeah, Phil, the one that put that track together. for
Oh,
me.
Philip Hale. Philip did, we were talking, and I did a rendition of When October Goes, and Mr. Hale did that music for me as well.
And that's a beautiful song. You sang.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Beautiful.
much. And we so appreciate you being here in the performance. And you guys, you got to make sure Terry is available. Because we're all trying to get back out here gigging, and he is available. He got a band, so you want to make sure. So before we do, is there anything you want to talk and say, that you want to let everybody know about you and what your endeavors is coming to be?
Yeah, I intend to get back out on the scene. When it's trying to wait for the pandemic to kind of die down a little bit, and then I'm gonna be back out doing my thing. And I hope everybody comes out when they hear me singing somewhere. And I'd like to give a shout out to all the jazz musicians in town. All of them. Such wonderful people. I've never met such wonderful people. I go in a jazz club and see people that I know and love dearly.
Right.
And they are some very talented individuals.
Yes.
And that's what we need here in Detroit.
Yes.
Talented individuals to do talented things in the jazz world.
That's right.
Because we want to keep it around a long time. Jazz is the oldest music already around, I believe.
Now I know there's a blues society, and I know that there's a greater Detroit's greater jazz. But I think us jazz people need to get together better than what we do, because the blues got it. That society is booming and flourishing.
Yeah, well, they know
but
what
us
to do.
jazz people, we got to get jazz people. Let's get together better and tighten it up,
Stick
so we
together.
can. That's right. So we can make because when it comes to jazz, we want to be able to support each other where we're performing at.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, the Music Union, I do suggest you guys get into the Music Union. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to get ready to close out. I want to remind everybody, you are listening to Jazz Keepers. This is Jazz Keepers Special Edition, Special Friday Edition. And you got to make sure, come on, join us on a Sunday on EAMT Radio, where it's jazz. Matter of fact, the first hour, the way we do here at Jazz Keepers, the first hour is classic, straight no chaser jazz for the first hour. But I walk the fence on that second hour, and I do a little bit to the fact it might be some jazzy, bluesy jazz, or some adult R&B jazz, or some contemporary jazz. But I always say at the end of the day, it's about jazz. So that's every Sunday at EAMT, and then every Tuesday is WRJR, which is on Mixcloud. But you can always still catch us. And then we're going to have our special edition interviews right here every Friday. We're going to go out with one more tune in order to get ready to close out. But before we do, we want to give a special thank you once again, Terry. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure, my honor.
And then, you know what, we got to do a duet too. We got to get some Will Downing or Rochelle Ferreira or something. We got, so y'all look out for that one too.
Really.
So meantime, I am Shelly Kay. We're going to take one more tune, and we're going to say good night. Good night to you, but we're going to go out with one last tune for you to listen to. So arigato, arigato, mathene, which is thank you, and for you guys, good night.
You're so late getting home from the office. Did you miss your train? Were you caught in the rain? No, don't bother to explain. Can I fix you a quick martini? As a matter of fact, I'll have one with you. For to tell you the truth, I've had quite a day too. Guess who I saw today, my dear? I went in town to shop around for something new, and thought I'd stop and have a bite when I was through. I looked around for someplace near, and it occurred to me where I had parked the car. There was a most attractive French cafe and bar. It really wasn't very far. The waiter showed me to a dark, secluded corner, and as my eyes